Hey, um, I now realize that the woman who was first a man and then a woman, and she was pretending to be Samex, I believe. Um, we dated for a very long time with Mr. Barton. I started commenting in the posts of YouTube, and then later she started talking and saying lines out of the blue, answering to my videos. So if you watch my old blog, Casariego, that is no longer online, you will see the video response with time of a movie set between OC and Spain, Orange Country. I live in something close to Orange Country. The sun is not so deep, even though now it's coming sun of ice, and it brings me to both of my boyfriends. I have met several times Caitlin Hill, and and it's only Miss Shabaton, and she told me basically that why do I pay roses to Miss Shabaton, to Caitlin Hill, and not to Miss Shabaton? And I don't know. I have a flat in New York supposedly that no one have seen, and it's from the guy called James Dean. And I have talked about the woman who has an inheritance called something Montgomery, who supposedly gives the inheritance to the person who finds where she's from and where she's origins. She told it was from Canada, but maybe it's from Ireland, I don't know. Or maybe from Russia. But they're Russians with red hair? No, probably not. She was adopted in Ireland, I think. And I don't know what's gonna happen with me because mm, the guy I dated for a very long time, and it was called. Mm, he was meeting me, son. She went here to Spain and meet me in Valladolid, and she was always talking about watching the movie, watching OC, the new season, the new season, and I finally watched it online with the time and everything. And later on, I started dating a guy who was called, I don't know, maybe it wasn't him, it was a woman. I don't know. It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense at the same time. And and there is a guy called Davey Wavy, I should call it, because you hate him so much. He's called Marius Ball, even though he called himself Lily Max because I was wearing an underwear who was purple and Max on it. And I'm saying it now, and I'm realizing how wonderful is you fly from nowhere because you asked me for my address, my EP address, and I told you your EP address, and you find who I live, and then I have to tell you where I live, and blah blah blah, and it lined up to knowing that I have changed my phone company and blah 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 and and the truth is that you got my underwear and you never meet me. That's called stealing, but you steal it for another person because I steal it first. So you're tricking me. And the truth is that His underwear can probably from a woman, or I don't know, or from a guy who was dating me, because I was suspicious that all the time they were appearing in the underwear. I was picking up everything, and I don't know. Uh, the truth is that I'm from Hilton's, and it didn't make sense to me, but it makes now sense. And I have seen pictures of the guy. I don't know how he's called. He's the brother of Paris Hilton. I only know the name of Paris Hilton. How I'm going to be in a family where I don't know my name of anyone, and I maybe it's caused by pesticidas. It is the word in Spanish. Probably put for, for not having plagues in food. I have discovered something interesting, which is that if you put on bacon on without air, the fields, the animals will die, and then you can put a invernadero or whatever, and then you can put the things, and it will grow, and it won't have plagues. I think it's the solution. Um, I don't know. I think I think, or you can put the field, the garage, the thing in the shoes track in a plastic bag on not having air, and then you can put it in like a basket that is not connected to the air. And I don't know. I think it's crazy how I find the answer to everything, and I'm not finding the answer to everything at the same time. And the truth is that Misha is probably wondering why I didn't post a video, why didn't I post a comment, and why did I tell him that I was a man and we were going to meet in this wonderful place of Santander, and she was there by plane, and then she didn't have to come by plane, and blah blah blah. And this was history with his ex-boyfriend that had a very good relation with him, and not with me. And I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. And the other woman telling me blah 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 blah. How you managed to not be sincere like everyone else and say, hello, I love you, do you want to date me? But that effort takes a lot to lots of people, because it means that you're fuck up, and that's not the answer to do that fuck up. That's the answer of I love you and I'm happy with you, and that's the truth. So I don't know. I've seen pictures with you naked, and I'm going crazy. No, I'm kidding. Actually, I don't know. They told me that I will make a naked picture for a magazine called Interview. I don't know if I'm gonna make it or not, because the pictures I make, they were marvelous, but I don't know if it means the same, because it means that you told me to take it to have the pictures and jerk off. And since you have the pictures, you stop seeing me and you start jerking off from a video of me jerking off with you, and you stop seeing me. I'm old enough to tell you that you have grow and your penis is 100 meters and blah blah blah, but you love me in the same way. You should love me forever, and we should date somehow. And believe it or not, it's not so complicated. and I'm going to watch a blog of a radio called Amalia in Portugal, and probably you can appear in the radio show. And if you search for Portuguese radio, there is a program called Amalia. It's over there, and you will see it. So bye.